Thank you to all for your continued support in participating in our institution-specific webinar. My name is Tarun Sehrawat and I am the Manager, Recruitment and Support for Abacado. We know that you are very eager to grow your business by finding out the latest informations in the international education sector and recruiting students for the upcoming semesters. So before I begin, I wanted to remind participants a few of the things. Our Q&A room is open, but you can submit your questions via Q&A button you will see on the screen. Your questions will be answered by the presenters very soon. I would request you to wait for the answers because you might find the answers from the questions in presentations. On top of that, there is a link in your chat box that you will see to complete your information, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Well, we have two presenters from Webster University today. Ms. Rupal Mehta, Business Development Manager in Uni, from Uni, who has an experience in higher education domain with over a decade in this industry. Her forte remains counseling students and helping them identify the right universities and program. Through her extensive high school and university outreach activities over this year, she has traveled across the length and breadth of the countries and internationally over well. Over the years, she has worked closely with international universities, assisting them with their student recruitment goals. Welcome to the webinar, Rupal.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and we have Mr. Deep Raj, who is an International Business Development Manager at InUni. Welcome, Deep Raj.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tim.
Now, allow me to introduce MSM Unify. As you all know, MSM Unify is an international education market, in fact, the largest of its kind, that empowers education institutions, agents, and students. Our objective is to unify those involved in student recruitment and enable each of you here and your partner higher education institutions to collaborate online to diversify your students and reach to the curious learners around the world. Our objective for partners, agents like you to facilitate, accelerate, and rationalize student recruitment. It is a sustainable and cost-effective approach for institutions that wish to commercialize, recruit, and admit students in such a challenging and competitive environment. For agents, this is an excellent opportunity to expand your institutional partnership and offer thousands of different programs and services to your students. I'm happy to share that this AI-powered platform also assists in full international student journey through thousands of programs and courses, student guides, and other extensive tools and resources for international education. We are glad to offer them for free to your students to help them realize their dream of studying abroad. And Abacado could make that dream come true. Abacado is MSM Unify's dedicated recruitment network that offers certified agents, complete applications, and global reach to our partner institutions. Thanks to Abacado, we are working to solve common problems facing higher education institutions at different stages of the international recruitment funnel. With well-vetted Abacado agents, institutions have access to a variety of students pool around the world. I'll give you an overview of Abacado. We are active in 72 source countries. At present, we work with institutions in 28 destinations with coverage across 6 continents and around 500 institutions partners and a fantastic technical platform with over 40,000 plus program. MSM Unify and Abacado are product offering from M Square Media, a world-class platform supporting international educations, providing business development and marketing services to institutions of various size and types. We have a presence in 28 countries and can literally give you a world of recruitment opportunity. Should you wish to know more how you can work with us, please complete the form that has been sent to your chat box and our representative from Abacado will contact you shortly. I'll not interrupt you again because Webster University is eager to meet you and is ready to make an incredible presentations. Over to you, the team.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I am Rupal Mehta from InUni, which is an autonomous division of CUS. And today we will be discussing one of our Today we will be discussing one of our partner US university, that is Webster University. So like I said, I'm Rupal Mehta. I'm Business Development Manager with InUni, which is an autonomous division of GUS, that is Global University Systems. And today we will be discussing one of our US partner universities, that is Webster University. So now Webster University, a brief introduction on the university. It is a private not-for-profit university founded in 1915. It has various campuses across the 4 continents and in USA as well. However, they have 3 main international campuses in US. The main one is at St. Louis in Missouri. Second one is in Irvine, California, and third, Orlando, Florida. At Webster, we offer more than 120 globally recognized undergraduate and graduate programs. The programs offered are in the range of subjects, arts and sciences, business and technology, communications, education, and fine arts. Student to faculty ratio at Webster is 9:1. We have several start dates. We have 3 intakes, that is spring, fall, and summer. We are accredited by Higher Learning Commission. St. Louis, where the main campus is located, it is home to more than 10 Fortune 500 companies offering internships and job opportunities. We have on-campus housing available for international students. Now coming to rankings, Webster is ranked in top 15 in regional universities Midwest, and it is ranked in top 70 in best value schools. Now these are some of the recognitions that Webster University has. It is accredited by Higher Learning Commission. It is ranked first for faculty resources amongst all the Midwest universities by the US News and World Report. Among the Forbes magazine's America's top colleges for 9 consecutive years. It is ranked 15th in US News and World Report Midwest for highest proportion of classes with 20 or fewer students. It is ranked 17th in the National and Regional University Best Colleges Midwest 2020. Listed in Money Magazine's Best Colleges for Your Money. Its MBA program is ranked the largest in the Greater St. Louis region by the St. Louis Business Journal. Its various program accreditations include ACBSP, NCATE, NASM, and DESC. As mentioned before, there are over 120 globally recognized undergraduate and graduate programs offered at Webster. However, these are some of the popular programs, especially among Indian students. For undergraduate program, we have BA in Management, BS in Business Administration, BS in Psychology, BA in International Relations, BA in Animation, BA in Games and Game Design, BS in Management Information Systems, and BS in Finance. For the graduate program, some of the popular choices among Indian students is MBA, MA in International Relations, MA in Management and Leadership, MS in Cybersecurity, MS in Data Analytics, MS in Biomedical Sciences, MHA, Master of Health Administration, and MA in Information Technology Management. Now, Webster offers both STEM and non-STEM programs. So the programs which are marked asterisks are STEM designated programs. As mentioned before, we have 3 intakes. For undergraduate programs are available in 2 intakes, that is fall and spring. And for the graduate programs, we have 3 intakes, fall, spring and summer. And in fall also, we have 2 start dates. The fall 1 intake, which generally starts mid-August. Fall 2 intake, which generally starts mid-October. Then for spring intake also, we have 2 start dates. Spring 1, which generally starts mid-January, and spring 2, which starts 3rd week of March, generally starts 3rd week of March. And we have summer intake as well, which generally starts in May. Now, coming to tuitions and scholarships, the estimated cost per academic year at St. Louis campus for the undergraduate program, it is $28,500. For the graduate programs at St. Louis, it is $18,000. For Orlando campus, it is $15,120. And for Irvine, California campus, it is $18,720. Now we have scholarships available as well for students. For the graduate students, we have a merit-based scholarship. So if a student's GPA is about 3.5, student gets a scholarship of 20% on tuition. And if it is below 3.5, it is 15% on tuition. And now this GPA is taken into consider after the credential evaluation results. For the undergraduate students, we have a Webster Rewards Excellence Scholarship, which is currently going on. So any application which is submitted before December 2021, student gets $12,000 discount per year. So for the first year, if the tuition is $28,500, student gets a scholarship of $12,000. So student ends up paying $16,500. So any application received before December 2021 is eligible for the scholarship. Now at Webster, we also have career services. So there is a department called Career Planning and Development Center, CPDC. Now basically this CPDC team assists international students with their personal career goals. So with help, they help them take the full opportunity of CPT and OPT options. So over 90% of international students, they take advantage of CPT and OPT opportunities that are available. International students are also encouraged by the team to use Webster's Handshake account, accessing various career resources on the CPDC website, and attend virtual or live events, career fairs, which is offered and planned by this team. Now, the main campus of Webster is located at St. Louis. And just a fun fact, recently there was this survey conducted as to which is the top cities in US to launch your career. And St. Louis, Missouri, where the main campus of Webster was ranked number 1 in this survey. We also have ESL program available at Webster for both undergraduate and graduate students. The ESL program the requirement for ESL program for undergraduate program, the admission documents are same as that of regular applicants. Students, they take 12 credit hours of ESL instructions, 6 credit hours per semester, and 6 credits hour of coursework towards their undergraduate degree, 3 credits hours per semester at the same time. So once they reach the required score and are admitted as a degree-seeking student, and they start their program of choice, they may be able to transfer all of their credits earned in the ESL program. Now, coming to the ESL program for graduate students, the admission documents are the same as regular applicants. In the first semester, students, they take 6 credit hours of ESL instruction and 3 credit hours of undergraduate coursework. In the second semester, they take 6 credit hours of ESL instruction and they can take a maximum of 3 more credit hours of coursework towards their specific graduate degree. And once they reach their minimum required score to be admitted as degree-seeking students and start their program of choice, they will be able to transfer 3 credits on in the ESL program. At Webster, students get the opportunity to experience a very vibrant and active campus life as well. The environment at Webster, it is very collaborative and supportive environment at the campus. We have with over 60 student groups alone. And also these are some of the highlights of the campus life. Number 1 collegiate chess team in the US. Webster Delegates Agenda, a platform for student advocacy issues. So students, they have this opportunity of, enjoying a lot of social and campus life. Why Webster University? One, the ranking, like mentioned before, it is ranked in top 15 regional universities Midwest. Webster offers 120 globally recognized undergraduate and graduate programs. It also has ESL program for international students. Students, they experience an ideal and student-centered environment with small classes and personalized learning. Diversity and inclusion are core values at Webster. So student gets the opportunity to experience various culture. Students come from across the United States and from more than 146 countries. And also the Global Citizenship Program preparing graduates for success. These are a couple of testimonials from the students. Coming to the admission requirements, Webster University, the application form is paper-based. The application fee is $50 for graduate students, and there is no application fee for undergraduate programs as of now. Also, currently, we are having an application fee waiver till 30th of September. So any application submitted before 30th of September, even for the graduate programs, there is no application fee. English proficiency, the test that Webster considers is TOEFL, IELTS, Pearson, Duolingo, and GUS password test. So basically, if you have any students who have not given any of the English language tests, then we have our own test, English proficiency test, which is called GUS password test, which is accepted by Webster. So student can always go ahead and give this test to apply to Webster. The academic requirements for undergraduate programs, high school transcripts. For the graduate program, bachelor's degree. The minimum GPA requirement for undergraduate is 2.0 or above. And for the graduate, it is 2.5 or above. No essay required, no recommendation letter required. Certificate of Finance for undergraduate program at St. Louis campus is $43,995. For the graduate programs at St. Louis campus, it is $36,505. For Orlando, it is $36,395. And for Irvine, California, it is $42,030. Passport. There is no I-20 deposit required. Enrollment deposit, fees for semester 1 to be paid upon visa acceptance. These are the details of the GUS password test. So like I mentioned before, if you have a student who have not given their IELTS or TOEFL or any other English proficiency tests, Webster accepts our own GUS password test. It's free for students applying to Webster as part of application fee. It's an online test which student can take anywhere. A GUS invigilator schedules and provides the test, and results generally come in 2 to 5 working days. And it's a 3-hour test, almost on the same lines as IELTS. Thank you so
Rupal.
much.
Thank you, Rupal. We have some questions
I'll just
in Q&A.
Yeah. So the question is what it's called Webster English test. It is called as password test. It's GUS password test.
And in chat box, we have one question. How much was the scholarship for graduate courses?
Yes. So for the graduate programs, we have a merit-based scholarship depending on the GPA of the student. So if the student has a GPA below 3.5, student gets a scholarship of 15% on tuition. And if it is above 3.5, it is 20% on tuition.
So for anyone below 3.5 CGPA, that would be 15%, right?
It's GPA, yes.
GPA, yeah, it's
GPA
15%.
below 15.
Okay, okay. And we have another questions. How many backlogs are accepted?
So coming to backlogs, we accept maximum 12 backlogs.
Okay, and time to get I-20? How quick you are in giving I-20?
Yes, I think I would request Mr. Deepraj to help us with this answer.
Hello, hi everyone. Thank you, Rupal, for the amazing presentation. So I-20 is 48 hours, I would say. So once an application is complete, Webster is very, very quick. So if all the documents are in, then we take 48 hours to decide on the application, and then we give out an admit as well as an I-20. But there's a little catch. So I-20 is only given if the financial documents are submitted. So an admit can come before financials, but if you want an I-20, if a student wants an I-20, he or she has to submit financials. So a decision would come in 48 hours, I-20 only after financials.
Okay, and any specific requirement for financials? Is that financial letter from an institution is fine, or they need to submit a bank statement as well?
It was working fine, until a couple of weeks ago. So.
Okay.
So we need bank statements now.
Bank statement as well. Okay, and that should be an old fund, right?
But
1 month old. Is it 1 month old funds required?
Yeah. So I would say let's keep it 6 months.
Okay. We have some more questions. Is GMAT and work experience required for MBA program?
No work experience is not mandatory. So freshers can also apply for the MBA program.
Okay.
And there is no GMAT GRE requirement as well.
That's great. And how many years of gap are accepted, after bachelor's degree?
So as far as gap is concerned, in terms of going for the master's, gap, see, US as a country, as an education system is okay with gaps. So, there is no benchmark that you need to have, or don't need to have so much of gap.
So any,
gap
maximum
is completely fine.
Accepted, but should be justifiable, right?
Yes, it should be justified. It's not like the student was not doing anything for 5 years and then suddenly decided to go for master's. So.
Okay.
See, even that, if he or she can justify that, okay, now this is the reason why I'm going for master's, it's fine. But they should be able to justify the gap years.
Okay. And fees after getting a visa, how much is required?
First semester fees.
So, okay, that would be a 6 month fees, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And is application acceptable with the MOI, Memorandum of Intentions, and without IELTS as well, right?
Yes, we accept MOI as well, but the document has to be from the school or college in the institution's letterhead with a senior person's signature and stamp possibly.
Okay, with the contact details, email ID and
the contact details,
right?
Yes.
Okay. And without else, that's a password test as well, right?
Yes. So students first Webster takes many tests. Even if student has not given any test of those, student can always go for password test, and Webster they accept MOI as well.
And what is the minimum percentage in bachelor's degree is acceptable by Webster?
So the minimum GPA requirement for the undergraduate program is 2.0 or above. And for the graduate program, it is 2.5 or above.
Okay. So anyway, about 50% is acceptable.
And I think 55-60% above will come to that. Yes.
Yes, Mamta, that's possible. You're asking, if a student wants to apply for MOI, it's possible. So you can send an MOI with your applications. So that can be possible to get an admissions. Our Webster's program are not still live on MSM Unify portal. But yeah, you can send applications on email. Our representative will assure that that has been sent to the admissions team, and they will forward it to Webster University. It will be live soon by Tuesday or Wednesday. Any age limit, Rupal?
No, there is no age limit since there is no, there is no limit for gap years and there is no age limit as well.
Okay. Student with MOI, I will have to go for ESL or direct degree.
It will be a direct degree.
Direct degree.
Yes.
Yeah. Password exam website, they're asking.
So basically,
it's like, what is the fees? It's free, right?
It is free. It is free for students applying to Webster.
Okay.
So it is part of their application fee. So basically, InUni kind of pays for the students, but for students, it is free.
Okay. Do you have loans for international students? See, for the loan part, you need to contact with the banks, and they do provide on the basis of offer letter. And good banks like SB government banks, they give on the basis of offer letter and mention the fees and everything. We have some more questions coming up. How many days it will take to receive an offer? What's your dead time in giving offer letters?
It is 48 hours.
In 48
Given
hours,
that all the required documents are in.
Okay. That's very quick. That's very quick. Yeah. 3 years bachelor's is acceptable?
Yes, 3 years, but we accept 15 years of education.
Do you accept spouse cases?
I would request Deepraj to help us with that answer. Deepraj?
Yeah, sure. So yes, we do. So if somebody is coming in, they can bring in their spouse. So they just have to get the appropriate F2 visa for coming
visa,
to the US.
Any deadline after getting the offer letter? Is there any deadline of accepting an offer letter?
Deepraj, can you help us with that answer?
Yeah, sure. So there is no deadline as such, but what happens is once the visa is granted, then we have a deadline. So after the visa is granted, students have to pay the fee by 7 days or within 7 days.
Okay.
So I saw a question somewhere where fee was mentioned after visa. So it's 6,500 USD.
Okay. Yeah. 6 months fees, right?
That's right.
So the total fees is 16,500 for UG courses, right?
Pardon me?
So the total fees for first year, that's after a scholarship, it's 16,500 US dollar, right?
I think so, around that figure. So the total is about 44,000. So yeah, 4422. I think it's $11,000. So only tuition after scholarship. So Webster is granting a $48,000 scholarship. Sorry about that. So yeah, you're correct. $16,000. Yes.
Yeah, 16,500, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And how many years do students get post-study work permit visa after getting finished with the studies?
I'll answer that, Rupert.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, sure. So now the US government has done something really wonderful for international students, which is called optional practical training, or OPT. So if somebody is in non-STEM field, or STEM field, let's talk about that first. So if somebody is in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, we have a couple of programs which are STEM designated at Webster. So if they are on a STEM program, and once they graduate, so 12 months is guaranteed, and that can be extended by up to 24 months. So it can be 12 plus 1 month, it can be 12 plus 7 months, or 12 plus 24 months. Anything that works has to be decided with the employer. Now, if somebody is in the non-STEM category, so say suppose our MBA programs are all non-STEM, then 12 months is guaranteed as a stay-back option where somebody can work, learn the craft. So that's a possibility by the US government.
Okay, thank you, Deepraj. But Lakshmikant asked, does the fees need to pay before or after visa? That was my question. Yes, the fees would be paid after getting a visa. There's a time frame for 7 days. You need to deposit the tuition fees when you get a visa. Does the Career Service Department provide any overseas opportunities?
So see, basically the role of the Career Department services to help students with their career goals. So it's not like that, no US universities will use the term that we provide placements or something like that. There will be various resources that will be available to international students, and they will have the support from career service teams. And that's how it works.
Okay.
Okay, I'd like to add something over here. So Webster also has a couple of campuses outside the US. So, students have the option to study one semester abroad. So we have campuses in Europe, we have campuses in Asia and, other parts of the world. So the best thing is, like Webster pays for a round trip travel for these students. So, students can opt to go to and study in Amsterdam or, other places around the world where it has a campus.
Okay. And that trip cost would be bearable by university, right?
That's correct. So all these fees are paid beforehand, it's just, Webster helps with a round trip air ticket.
That's great.
Interesting.
Yeah. Is it possible to change a program or specification under certain circumstances?
Deepraj, would you like to take that question?
Yes, we do. We do allow change of course and programs and all of these things. So this has to be done with, with an academic counselor that will be assigned to the student. So once the student is on campus, he or she finds it difficult or, wants to change, that can be changed. So it's not a big problem.
And Deepraj, is there any time frame for, changing of program?
So I don't know about that answer, but, it's usually within the first semester that students, they want to change, that's what I've seen.
Yes. Yeah. Initially when they join there. Yeah. We have some other questions. Gujarat State Board student is allowed with 55%.
Well, such borderline cases, we encourage students to put in their applications. Mm-hmm. The admission team will look at the overall profile of the student and accordingly, give the feedback. And as far as the boards are concerned, as long as they are properly recognized here in India, we accept any board. So it can be state boards, it can be CBSE, international boards. That's fine.
And do you accept open board students as well?
Yes, we do.
Okay, that's good. The required GPA is out of 5.0? Sorry.
It is on the scale of 4.0. 4.0. Is that correct, Deepraj?
Yeah, Rupal. So 4.0.
4.0, yes.
Any student can apply any course, or do they have to apply according to their academics?
So now that depends. Are we talking about the bachelor's or master's program? See, bachelor's student can apply to any program, but obviously a student with, say, a commerce background cannot go for an engineering course. That's the different thing. But for master, it really depends. What level program are we talking about here?
So I think relevance is more important.
Yeah.
Right.
And also plus whether they are applying to a program which is STEM designated, because STEM designated programs are more for career changers because, the way it is conducted as
masters.
The curriculum.
Yeah, yes. I think this question was for masters. And can he apply according to his work experience?
I would say yes.
See, sometimes students have studied something else, they get
In
job in
bachelor's,
something else, and can they apply according to their work experience?
Yes, I would say yes, but there is no thumb rule to it. It really depends. What kind of work experience, at what level he had the work experience. And also, see, some of the courses they require, I'm just giving an example, some of the courses they require basic knowledge of maths. So if student has not studied maths throughout his academics, then it's difficult to get into certain programs. So again, there is no thumb rule for this. In such cases, I would advise students, the agents to put in the application on students' behalf and then, get the feedback. Because generally STEM, especially the STEM designated programs, we are open for, different profiles of the students.
I have one question, Deepraj. So, for non-STEM program, there is a stay back options for only 12 months, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
And suppose if a student, they get a job there, with any of the employer, can they assist them with some, visas later?
No, so that's not possible. So, it goes out of the university's purview.
Hand.
So what happens is, the company itself will try to change the visa status of the student.
Okay.
So F1 changes to H1B. So he or she will be sponsored.
Okay. Thank you, Deepraj. What is the application deadline for January 22 intake?
It is mid-November, 15th of November.
15th of November. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
There's one more question. Can we take this one? Do you accept visa rejection cases? Yes, we do. So, so anybody can apply to Webster University. That there's no problem, right? But getting a visa after a rejection becomes a difficult choice for the student. So, the student has to have some kind of explanation when the visa interview is conducted for the second time. Okay. So just be a little careful in
few more questions.
Yeah, it's good.
Just be a little more careful when referring such students.
Is university provide any course in reproductive science?
We have biological sciences,
yes,
but we don't have
reproductive sciences. Yes,
biological science emphasize on health and medicines, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah. Okay. Can a student with 40 plus years apply?
Yes, there is no age limit for any of our programs.
Okay. We can apply for all programs of Webster through Abacodo. Yes, you can apply through Abacodo. All the programs are available, and soon these programs would be live on our portal. If you're not registered with us, you can fill up the forms, and our representative will help you to register with us.
I think for all participants, we have seen tremendous growth in terms of application volume for Webster University. So it's a right kind of product in the right country, and I would say do encourage your students to apply. Pricing wise, also we are very, very well priced. We are also value for money. So I think it's a great product to present to your students, and Webster University is very, very quick on responding with the decision. So it gives a great advantage to your students. So applying to Webster is not difficult. So we require only 4 documents. So 1, the application form; 2nd, passport copy; 3rd, language test score; 4th, mark sheets or transcripts. So just 4 documents to apply. It's very easy. No SOP, no LOR, no GRE, no GMAT, no SAT, no ACT. So, I think it's a very easy process for us. Okay.
Yeah. you're very flexible in, taking applications, and also that the quick respond in giving offer letters and I-20.
That's
Fastest, if I compare with any of the universities in USA
Yes.
at the moment. Yeah.
So we had a session last week as well with Apcodo. So if
Yes.
somebody is joining in new, like we also recruit students for Concordia University, Chicago, and Florida Polytechnic University.
Can a student with 49% apply in bachelor degree?
Well, for this student, I would advise him to put in the application. Like I said, for such cases who don't meet the minimum GPA requirement, we would advise for such student, because sometimes what happens is the profile of the student is good. So it kind of compensates for, slightly not up to the mark academics. So, and there is, as of now, there is an application fee waiver going on. For such students, I would advise to put in the application and then fingers crossed.
Okay. How many maximum backlogs are accepted? I think we have already answered that.
12. But however, he or she has mentioned a number that's 14. Again, see, it's a borderline case. So for backlogs, which is between 12 to 14 or 12 to 15, I would still advise you to go ahead and put in your application and put the ball in the evaluations team court. And I would still advise borderline cases, 12 to 15 backlogs, put in your application and let's see.
14 backlogs in bachelor's and 4 backlogs in diploma can apply for graduate course.
So what diploma are we talking about here? So this is the high school diploma, or he or she has done some diploma along with graduation?
I think it must be, for those people, because there are some cases they get lateral entry after
Right.
Diploma.
They do 3 years diploma and then they go to bachelor's.
Yeah. They get lateral entry into bachelor's degree. So altogether that comes 18 backlogs now, right?
I think it is generally the backlogs in your bachelor's that is considered. But like I said, in such cases, I would advise, however, I wouldn't be very positive, but I would still advise to put in the application and, have the feedback from the university.
Great. Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science, IELTS 6 band, no band less than 6, need masters.
Well, if the student doesn't have the required IELTS score, he can always go for the GUS password test, or if he can get a proper MOI from his school or from his college, for masters, it should be okay. I mean, 6 it's a borderline
Case.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes, case.
So it's a bachelor's program, computer science. So IELTS 6 is okay.
No, Deepraj, he has done his bachelor's in that and is looking for masters.
Okay. Need masters. Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah.
So we don't have a computer science program at Webster University. But what we do have is computer science, cybersecurity, we have IT management, and then we have business and data analytics. So students can make switches to these STEM programs.
Yes, and I think cybersecurity is one of the very good program to opt for.
Yes. So we have a question
I have a
from
student.
DB. Hi. Student with 51% marks in graduation wants to go for masters and can provide MOR. Can we get her in? Yes, Dheeraj, I would advise, there is no confirming that we could get him in or something like that. But what we can advise you is to put in his or her application. And, that once we have the application, then we wait for the university's feedback.
Yeah, there is no application fees at the moment for graduate programs. So you can send the applications to Apcodo team and they will pass it to Webster University?
Rupal, I just want to make one clarification that we do not accept MOI at Webster. So at Webster,
Okay.
students can submit Duolingo, can submit IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, but MOI is not accepted at Webster.
Deepraj, is MOI acceptable in Florida Polytechnic and Concordia?
Yes.
Yes.
So MOI is only accepted at Florida Poly and CUC.
Okay, not in Webster.
Not at Webster University.
Okay.
So for Webster, we have, like as Rupal was saying, password test. So somebody can go in for that.
Okay. What is the minimum percentage required in bachelor for MBA program?
The minimum GPA required is 2.5. So I would say 60% or above.
Okay. What's the Duolingo score you require?
120.
For PG programs, right?
Right. 120.
Okay. For UG?
It is
This is
for Webster.
Same thing.
Same.
120.
120.
Yes, for TOEFL IBT minimum required score is 80. For IELTS undergraduate it is 6 and for graduate it is 6.5. Pearson is 53, Duolingo is 120 and GUS password test is 6 for undergraduate and 6.5 for graduate.
Do you give offer letter on conditional basis?
Well, there are some mandatory documents that are required. So we do require those. So conditional basis on what? Like which document is missing?
You just required 4 documents, right?
Yes.
All right. So there's only one condition, like if suppose students do not get the required language test score, then the only condition would be the ESL.
IELTS. Yeah.
ESL.
Some of the students, they appear for IELTS and they register for the IELTS. Can they submit their registrations along with application?
No. So that is not allowed. What we need is a language test score upfront. Only then, the application will be processed.
Okay. So no conditions, right?
No, there is one condition. So ESL is a condition. Say, for example, some students apply and their IELTS score or whatever test score they have submitted is below, what we have asked for. Then what happens in that case is we admit the student with an ESL program. So that is the only condition. So that student has to, graduate with that ESL program first and then move on to the original program.
Okay.
I think the question was coming for whether we give like a provisional kind of an offer letter without IELTS or something. I think that's where the question is coming from. So I would say no. You see, you can submit your application before 30th. However, we cannot process the application without the IELTS score. So we will have to wait for the IELTS score and post that submission of IELTS score, we can process the application.
Okay. What is the initial deposit required?
That is after visa acceptance?
Yeah, I think that's a tuition fees, right?
I think
No
it is
initial deposit. Because Rupal, there are some university, they required some initial deposit before issuing an I-20.
For I-20, there is no deposit at Webster.
So no deposit.
No I-20 deposit.
So I think that's all. Thank you, Rupal. May today's learning be something that inspire your desire to navigate the recruiting of foreign students with technological tools and resources. Thank you to everyone for their invaluable time in our webinar. Hopefully, this webinar has given us a better understanding of Webster University as an institution of choice. And we will catch you up with another interesting institutional webinar of Cypress College, Alberta very soon. Take care. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, and have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.